What do you feel are the future career opportunities you see in this tech industry apart from the typical programming and engineering people think about?
Yeah, so another great question. I mean, I'll just speak from what I see. Obviously, I'm big on product marketing, and I'm big on the opportunity there. And in some ways, I like to say marketing in all caps is really important, because marketing is literally, I mean, people have different ways of thinking about marketing, but marketing is what allows you to take what you have built, right, in the garage, so to speak, out to people who are willing to buy it, right? So that process and technique is really important to understand, and it's becoming increasingly important in a digitally transforming world, right? Where every company needs to understand the digital channel, or really a hybrid world where you can acquire customers in a traditional way and then in the digital way, and really understanding how you bring what you've produced in the garage or in the design lab out to market, right? So all of the collective skill sets around that. So that's everything from user interface to user experience, product management, product marketing, like I said, and then some of the other skill sets, including sales, marketing, customer success. That's another emerging area. So that a customer, once they've purchased a product, how do you remain, how do you maintain some success using the product that you've bought? All of those are specialized skill sets, and they're emerging in what's today the SaaS world, the software as a service world, right? All super important skill sets. If I were to look just a little bit beyond that, I would say what's really important is almost like this left brain and right brain kind of thinking, right? And this is a little bit more abstract in the sense that computers can do, I mean, the basic thing that software does is automate things, right? So, whereas in the past, you might have had accountants doing all these, maintaining all the accounts. Today, you don't need to do that, right? You just put it into even a very basic Excel spreadsheet and it calculates it for you, right? So in some ways, spreadsheets were revolutionary for that. But on the back end of major businesses, most of that is done inside enterprise financial systems that just automatically maintain the accounts. So almost by definition, it carved away a group of people that used to be in the traditional workforce. And so there's a lot of talk about how software is eating the world, and AI is going to take over, and all those kinds of things, right? So in that world, how do you position yourself to have a job opportunity or continue to have a career? Well, that's what I mean by this left brain and right brain stuff, right? Is that's where the unique value is for people to really add that element, right? And so that means almost like each person being uniquely them, right? And so the unique value is not, hey, how can I do this faster? But it's how can I do this in a novel way that is valuable to the company, as an example, right? And so the creative skill set combined with almost like a formalistic, systematic method of doing things, right? So that's what I mean by left brain and right brain. So you need to know the techniques and skill sets that are required in a modern business world, but you also need to bring that creative side, right? That creative side, that human side. If we just look at one of the most admired brands in the world, Apple, right? Why does everybody love Apple? They make computing human in a way that the PC side of the world doesn't feel quite as human as the Apple side of the world, right? And in some ways, it's because they're fusing together social sciences and the sciences, right? And that, my very loose way of describing that, is kind of left-brained and right-brained kind of activity. So if you're looking for like future career direction, you should be where you can add the most value with skill sets from both sides. And that way it effectively protects you from this automating software front that's continuing to advance. because you know, you can only automate so much of these kinds of things, and it also brings the most value that you can bring as an individual, meaning the connections that you make, the unique experiences that you have, stands the highest and tallest when you are doing what is uniquely possible in your mind, right? As opposed to what can be simulated inside of a computer, right? So those are the areas that I see. And so in some ways, it's like becoming, you know, uniquely you, right? Whatever makes you, you, right? So your pursuit, your passions, your interests are really, really important. And, you know, in some ways, in a modest way, I would say, some of the things I've pursued up to this point have given me the opportunity where I've gone, right? So, you know, I saw this connection between software and monetizing, and I pursued that in a path. From there, I saw this opportunity to do product marketing based on advocacy and these other skill sets, right? And I would say, you know, when I come across job opportunities today, I'm fairly unique in terms of, you know, the candidacy itself, because they don't see people like me often in that career track, because people usually just pick the career track, then they go get the training, and then they show up, right? But the perspective that comes from kind of these skill sets tends to be differentiated, and it's really, really important in the long run to be differentiated, right? What is uniquely valuable about you, as if you're looking for an opportunity, uniquely valuable about you that we can't get from any of the other candidates? That's really important, right? And differentiation always, you know, whether it's marketing, anything. How are you uniquely valuable that I have to buy this, right? And so just applying that same principle to yourself as a job candidate is important.
All right. Thank you so much. And I'm sure students who are interested in marketing and yeah, in marketing and technology will surely take something away. And students who are also studying law or have done the law degree in the past and who are interested in working in tech space will surely take away something. And thank you so much, Stan, and see you soon.
Okay, very good. Thank you.